My husband has been murdered. The only trouble is, I murdered him. Someone will take the fall.
Overboard is a reverse detective interactive visual novel game from Inkle Limited, the creator of 80 Days and Heaven's Fault. You will take the role of a murderer trying to escape the scene that took place on a cruise ship. Your survival depends on how well you cover up your trace and fabricate alibis, so you don't trigger any alarm. And hopefully, you can escape from the crime that you committed and disappear onto the mainland. Overboard will take you back to 1935 on board SS Hook on its transatlantic journey from England to America, the land of opportunity.
I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them.
On the very last night of the journey, Mrs. Veronica Villanzy murdered her husband, Malcolm, by pushing him off the top deck of the cruise ship.
And I threw him overboard.
This is the beginning of the great escape that lets you play the role of Veronica, trying to cover your committed crime, whilst at the same time avoiding being uncovered by other passengers on board before the ship docks on the shore of America. Your gameplay interface is separated into two parts. The first part is the 2D dissection of the ship, where you can see every room inside and all the locations of every character. After you've chosen your destination, the second interface will allow you to play Veronica, interacting with another character or object. The visual novel-style dialogue choices will be at the bottom of the screen for you to choose your response according to the situation at hand. Your gameplay is divided into rounds of about 20 to 30 minutes each. A clock is always displayed on the screen, showing you the in-game time. Every time you perform an interaction with the game, either changing location or conversing with NPCs, the in-game time will move forward with the amount spent on the interaction. After some time, the game will end the round. Your interactions will decide the result and the length of that round.
Oh, shit.
You might get confused keeping up with several things that need to be done. The good news is the game comes with a to-do list mechanic to smooth out your gameplay experience. This list is also a hint to unlocking new endings and cutscenes. But don't you worry, if you're stuck and can't read the clue, come to the chapel where God can provide you with guidance. Overboard's visuals are in simple 2D style, but it is just enough for what the story tries to present. The main narration is text-based. A cutscene only appears at the beginning of each round. It's the lively visual works that best communicate the action of the character. The unique personality of each character is so impressive, you'll get hooked on the story sooner than you think. On the contrary, the audio works are what strengthen this game. Jazz tunes will appear in a very timely manner. Different ambient sounds for different locations keep you aware of where you are. You can hear the waves when you are on the deck, and the hum from the radio when you are on the bridge. This adds more life to the non-animated graphics. Sometimes you could nearly feel the sea breeze blowing against your face like you are actually on board with Veronica. Overboard totally flips your perspective upside down. From normally playing a detective aiming to solve murder cases, to the culprit who's trying to run away from her crime. The game takes the established visual novel style of gameplay and mixes it with the play-by-round mechanic. Every aspect is so perfectly blended together that it is hard to say what's not great about Overboard. If you are already a fan of an investigative game, Overboard will be worth every single second of your time spent playing it. And this is PlayPrime stats that show you this game's characteristics. Overboard is very distinctive in its story and creativity. The game introduces a fresh idea of players playing the culprit instead of the detective. Apart from this concept, the mixture of the visual novel style with the play-by-round mechanic, though not entirely groundbreaking, goes along with the storytelling very well. And for this game, the reviewer recommends you to get Let's Be a Bad Guy just for once. Subscribe to PlayPrime for more reviews and follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.